Alright. Yes, sir. You know what the deal, you know what the dealio is. Guess what? We have a big freaking chore. Oh, man. Well, this is going to be a job. The timing set kit. I got gaskets, new gaskets. I always wanted a water pump, thermostat, fed clutch, sensor, because I knew that it needed a sensor, and brand new timing guides with the chains, the retainers, the tensioners in there somewhere. That's the top, and right here, tensioner. So, and I got the timing kit right there too. So, when I take this all apart, I drove it in, of course, you know, but what's going to happen is I'm going to start taking everything apart. I just got done with this Corvette and the cams over there. I put a Texas cam. Yes, sir. We just got it done. So now it's on to the next project. I'm put new retainers, springs, cam, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, now we're working on this V8. I like these V8s, even though the LS is so much easier to work on than these. So like it's 10 times easier. I would do that 10 times, but this one right here is going to be a chore. It's probably like a good solid 2 days of work. I got all the parts. I'm gonna check my lines and my gaskets and hoses. I'm replacing all the gaskets. Whatever that came with that, I'm replacing. So, yes, gonna check everything. Do a coolant flush. I'm doing every freaking thing because this only got 130,000 miles on it, and it's pretty. It's a pretty car. It's clean on the inside. It's decent on the outside. It has some sun fades and stuff, but it's one of those cars that like. It's the 2001 model. I put E39 or not E39. It is E39, but the style 95 wheels, new wheels. Already got a dual exhaust all the way to the front. Delete the cats. You name it. So it needed the timing kit, and I decided to plan on keeping this car. So this one's gonna be my project. It's gonna be in here for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find the front main seal on there. I know I need to order that because I'm gonna be already in there. Might as well just replace it while you at it. I got some gaskets. I got some lube. I got all kinds of stuff. I even got some, wherever it's called, thread locker, red. Because I know when you take the bolts out on the cams, you have to either order new ones or get that. Alright, so we'll see how it works. This is going to be a job. Remove those two. I know that. Remove the wiring. And then get to this part, clear this out. We're going to remove the radiator. I don't have to remove the condenser. Just the radiator and the radiator fan and the clutch. So I'm just going to slowly take things apart, get it out, and then get the easy stuff first. So make some room. Once I make some room, should be all right. I know that down here it's got a lot of leak. So it's a leak all down there. So these is due on both sides are pretty terrible. So okay, all right. So pretty much I got the wires label unplugged. Everything's free of everything. I think, hold up, there's one more wire. Let's see where those go to. Down there somewhere. I'll figure it out. But yes. But yeah, anyways, a lot of people, what they'll do is take these plastic tabs right here off and remove them. But if you do it, I mean, you can just pop the railing out itself and then come up with it. Oh, got it tangled up. Yeah, and there you go. I mean, I can set that out the way. And put some new rubber boots on there. These things are all bad. Look at that one. That one's missing. Oh, it's right there in the intake plenum. So there's this wire. It's just sitting. But anyways, I'm gonna see what I can delete and clean up, because I don't like all that clustered. I thought about taking the wires, taking this block out and just wiring them, so I could just, if I had to do something, let's say next time, all I have to do is unplug it and then take the plenum off without having to remove the rail. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna take these out and label them, injectors and stuff, and get rid of that block, because I plan on the future is supercharging it, and you have to get rid of those things right there. I'm gonna cut that line, that rubber gasket, whatever, and then I'm just going to rewrap it with electrical tape, make it look more tidied up instead of blocky and stuff. So pretty much, yeah, it looks really good. Ooh, look at that. So pretty much I got all the radiator and all the stuff out. Give me all kinds of room in here. And yeah. So tomorrow, take the intakes, the valve covers. Probably I'm gonna focus on this, taking this stuff off. Then I'm gonna work my way up. And then go get me some oven cleaner and get it all clean. I'll probably take the covers and the covers and stuff like that, valve covers, to the car wash, and pretty much clean it up and paint it. Get some good old cleaning on there, and then I'm gonna scrub the intakes. So yeah, I gotta do this, the wiring thing too. Got to tape this up. I already got it already labeled out, and I'm just going to get good old slow tape, and it's going to look clean, so I don't have to run the cover. Run that cover. I'll just run the valve covers for that, and just wire it down, and you'll just see the rails, and it'll be a pretty clean. I guess what you call a clean build. Alright, so I got the intake and a lot of the accessory drives, the water pump I took off. Having a hard time removing the alternator, but I'm gonna take everything off, take the valve covers off, and start pulling, time it to the mark. I'm gonna take the heads or the head bolts or covers off. But first, I'm gonna vacuum all this crap out, check the lines, and pretty much, yeah, it's clean up in here really good. So, alrighty, I'm pretty much gonna clean everything out, and pretty much, yeah, I've been doing this job for, this is my second day now, and I'm here. And I've been like, man, I knew there was a code. I think it was a P something 1001 something advanced. I think it was advanced or retarded or whatever. So I thought it was the sensors. So I replaced the sensors on both. So I got brand new sensors. I even put a new tensioner on the side. And come to find out, if you look, the guide destroyed itself. It's down in there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there's a big plastic chunk in there. And yeah, that ain't good. So when you have the rattle, just kill it. Don't, yeah, you're gonna start having plastic pieces flying everywhere, and that's not good. Luckily, I started up maybe 3 times or 4 times since I had the rattle, and that was it. So don't drive on it like that. I know there's people that does it, and the noise is horrendous. It sounds like crap. That's why I knew for a fact it's going to be a timing issue. So yeah, luckily those I'm gonna replace. I don't know. I'm looking at the chains. There you have it. Look at that. There's a plastic. And it's all kinds of plastics. It destroyed itself. Well, what god was that one? On this one? I think that tore it. Good on that one. Well, yeah, no, there is. It destroyed itself on this side. Okay. What the heck? What is that? Is that? I don't know what happened there. I think it destroyed itself because I don't know. It looks like it's flush. Yeah, it was rattling out. Oh, this right here was. This is what they talk about. Anyways, that's where the plastic got. All this right here, this side was gone, and that side is gone. That's what you hear, that chain rattle. And once you hear that chain rattle, it's time to put it up, because it'll eat away the aluminum right here. And once it eat away that gets inside the crank, and of course it destroys your bearings. So it was time. See, I can rattle it from oh shit. It did something. It let loose or something. Really. As you see, I have plastic stuff in the tube. I'm gonna have to dig all that out. Had to take the cover off on this thing right here. And then there's the bolts. You see the bolts right there? All those bolts right there. I think this one right here. Yeah, this one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And of course you have one on the outside. So that's the bolts you need to remove to take the front cover off. So I knew I needed to drop this, get all the plastic stuff out of there. And the old pump thing is tight. So yeah, that's one thing I gotta do. In which case, that's the part of the process. I was trying to figure this out, now I figured it out. So, alright, start to remove that. When they say it's got a clackety clack in it on these timing guides, there is a bunch of plastic pieces. Luckily, I stopped it when it should, because it did rub a little bit. I think a little bit right here. Let me turn that on. And it rubbed a little bit right there. I broke that off. That's my fault. But other than that, this guide right here was breaking, and there was a lot of pieces. I gotta take this piece out right here, so I already know there's gonna be some plastic pieces in there. Well, yeah, it's pretty. It ain't that bad. This one, yeah, this is starting to loose. You can. This is original guides on this. This is the original one. As you see how bronze that is a bronze color too as well. So, yeah, these are all original. I wouldn't even doubt it. It's got original the chain too. So I mean, like I said, it was due. And this right here, as you see, that's what you was hearing when you started up. And you put, I can't take pressure off that one. I need to turn it. So, alrighty. Pretty much, it's in time. I just gotta put the bolts on these two right here, and I got this torqued. I got these kind of like blimped down to hold it, and blimp this down to hold it, and then I'm gonna hand crank it. 360 times or 360 times? Yeah, that's gonna be like forever. But anyways, 360 rotation. That's what it is. It's freaking flush with these blocks. I just noticed this side right here, the cams kind of go, they jump, they went like this, but it did turn on the bolt. So pretty much, I just got to put some bolts in that, but that's nothing really. That's easy. That's all it is. That's just the cam position sensor. You got to make sure those are right. But as you can see, it's flush back against the wall. And it's up on the thing. It's seated all the way down. It's flush on both sides. And the cams, you know, I had these, you know, on both sides. So they're holding, like I said, they're holding. I'm just gonna have to take it off, spin it, and then do this thing, whatever. I hope this side I've kind of like sketched out because it did jump, but I think because this right here, it wasn't tightened. That side did it. It just did a little bit. It didn't do as bad as this side. But when I did it, it went this way, and then it went this way, and it was just like, I guess it's just the springs or the compression of it. You know, that's all I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's what it is, because this one, it's on compression right now, and this one's not, and then this one's not. So that's on compression, and then that one's on compression. So that's what I'm thinking, because it slides, it slides, and then it you know, the cams are not pushing, they're not pushing down. So that's the only thing I'm thinking that might be the issue on that side. This side didn't do it. It's bad. It's pushing that one down, and it's kind of pushing this one down. But this one's like straight on the thing, so that's probably the reason why it didn't move. It's like dead center on it. So I thought it was just maybe the solenoid, or not solenoid, what do they call it? The Vanos. I thought it was something with that, and it caused it to jerk and whatnot. But I set these back. You're supposed to set them back, I think. I'll do more research on it. But like I said, for right now, I'm gonna do my rotation, make sure these things doesn't jump, and then I'm gonna put the blocks back in, and pretty much put the pin back in underneath it, and see what's the outcome. See if it's, you know, still doing its thing. You know, I'm gonna time it, put these blocks back on, and see if everything lines up like it's supposed to. Alright, so I pretty much cranked it like 500 times. I'm about to put the covers back on. I'm gonna put the gaskets. I'm gonna put the gasket stuff, and then I'm gonna put the oil pan back on, and then re-gasket, and then pretty much I gotta still do the intake, in which case that ain't hard. But thinking about probably working my way from down all the way up. So I know that you know, because I work my way from up top down. So I should be alright. It should be alright. Everything looks pretty clean. I'm gonna clean it up when this stage. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure everything's good. I put new seals, gasket maker right here behind that. Gasket stuff down there. You know, I still gotta clean up in that corner right there and clean the pump. And then other than that, you know, just get everything back in there. Checking my over checking. That's the thing. Over checking your work. You know, that's one biggest thing I've always, you know, tried to make sure. Yes, sir. Got the intake. Got that. About to put the covers on. These things was trash looking. And then the only way I can save them is throw some texture rod line on them. In which case, they look good now. It looks alright. So, yes sir. Get some of that texture line on and clean it up and oh yeah. It's gonna look good. Alright, here we go. Chant timing guides changed and all that stuff. Ooh, it's quiet. No knocking, tinging, nothing. Gotta put the air intake on. But yeah, it sounds good. Smooth. So yeah, there you have it. God's timed everything. Purr like a kitten. Look at that. Hey, auto down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's quiet. Yes, sir. Check engine light. I got it registered. It's a. It's not advanced or nothing like that. I think it's the open sensor. I think I have a faulty position sensor because at first it used to say advance and that wasn't good, but it's idling, purring, sounds really great. Yes sir. Yes sir.